Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. My name is Ahmed, or Big Ak. Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about kosher food. This video is called Kosher Food Explained to Muslims. So this is going to explain kosher food to Muslims from the Jewish perspective. I don't know why it says explain to Muslims. Probably because it compares and contrasts some of the things that Muslims do with the kosher food. And Muslims are probably the only ones that know what Muslims do when they prepare meat. So I'm assuming that this video is going to be explaining it to Muslims, which I kind of like because it's going to kind of give me both perspectives and it's going to help me understand it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it and figure out what kosher meat is and how Jewish people prepare their meat.
Many rumors exist about Jewish dietary laws. I've invited Elchanan, an observant Jew, to clarify things.
Just like Islam, where food must be halal, Judaism requires its food to be kosher.
So basically, a rabbi needs to circumcise the animals you eat, right?
Well, not really. We actually have a very long and detailed set of rules specifying which animals we can eat and which we can't.
Is camel kosher?
No,
How about horse?
absolutely not.
Octopus?
Wait, octopus or squid?
Octopus.
No.
And squid?
No, that's forbidden too. The Torah, our holy scripture, tells us which animals are impure and cannot be eaten, and which animals are pure and can. To be considered kosher, an animal must chew its cud and have a split hoof.
What about seafood? A verse in the Quran says, "Lawful to you is all water game, and what the sea brings forth." Meaning, all seafood is halal for Muslims.
Kosher
Yes and no. We could argue this. There's different perspectives on that. There's some dirty seafood.
fish must have fins and scales, and birds of prey are never kosher.
Hey, we don't eat birds of prey either. Okay, everyone knows that like us, you can't eat pork. But how do you prepare the animal? Do you slaughter it like us or just kill it however you like?
Well, like Muslims, Jews slaughter the animal with a sharp knife to minimize its suffering and say a special blessing.
All right, some of this is quite similar to our Muslim laws, but I've also heard something about mixing meat and milk.
The Torah forbids us to cook and eat meat and milk together, or even profit from them. That's based on the verse, "Thou shalt not cook a kid in its mother's milk."
And I bet you've taken that even further, so that when you eat meat, you're forbidden to even see milk for 2 days.
Well, we haven't gone that far, but there are many laws stemming from the prohibition of meat and milk. We separate our meat and dairy dishes, and even wait a few hours after eating meat before we can eat dairy products.
Oh well, I guess you won't be inviting me over for lamb and yogurt anytime soon.
No, I won't. But you're always welcome to some delicious gefilte fish.
Thanks, but I'm fasting.
Awesome. I didn't know that about separating the dairy from the meat. It's actually really awesome to know. But it seems like that they when they actually slaughter the animal, they slaughter it in a very similar way. They go ahead, they flip the animal over, they take a very sharp knife and they cut it directly from the jugular. So the animal feels the least amount of pain and dies as fast as possible, and the blood drains. The animal comes out purely clean, not in a in a state of tension where the muscles are tense, where the animal is scared. It is preyed upon, which means you're not just killing the animal to kill the animal and sell it for profit. You're killing it, and you're telling God, "I'm killing this animal in the name of you. Thank you so much for supplying the life that I've been given, the life of this animal." You take care of these animals. You make sure that these animals are taken care of, that they're fed well, that they don't go through trauma, that they're able to reproduce and have children, that they're able to go through these lives before you slaughter and just murder them. And yeah, it has a very big purpose. When we kill animals in our religions, we do it with purpose. We don't just do it for gain. We don't just do it because, oh, just get it over with. We do it with specific purpose, and we do it the way God wanted us to. And we stay away from specific meats, specific foods, because God wanted us to. And those meats, through science and through time, have proven over and over again that they're super unhealthy for you, and you should stay away from them. Like pork, very not good for you. I don't care what people are going to come and try to say. I watch people eat pork and get sick. I've watched people eat pork and get parasites and worms and all types of stuff all up in them. And is definitely coming from the pork. So if you guys like this video, it was awesome. It reminded me of my halal video. I like the animation. It was really, really cool. And I like seeing things from Jewish perspective. I noticed that Jewish people really, really, really uphold their religion and take every single one of their laws like super seriously. And they follow them like deeply. They really, really follow these laws, and they follow their commandments. I really don't understand why Christians don't follow these rules. Jesus came and just abolished all of this. It doesn't make sense. Jesus followed every single one of these rules. Everything the Jewish people are doing are what Jesus came and Jesus did. Jesus followed the laws of Moses. So I don't know why Christians don't follow the law of Moses. I don't know why they're supposed to eat kosher. They're not supposed to eat pork. They're not really supposed to do half the things that they do, and they do them anyways. And I just don't understand. Either like, are you followers of Jesus or are you followers of Paul? Because Jesus didn't eat pork, but you eat bacon every morning. So I'm not quite sure why you call yourself a follower of Christ if you eat pork, or you don't eat kosher foods, or you don't pray to God. You pray to Jesus, or you pray to Mary. It makes it really, really hard for me to understand like what are you actually following? What religion are you following? Because I've studied Christianity and I've been reading up on Christianity even more and more and more to try to understand why these people do the things that they do, and it doesn't make sense because the religion doesn't condone it. The religion doesn't accept it. So I think that a lot of Christians who are trying to become closer to God look at the laws of Moses. Look at what the Jewish people are doing that come from the Old Testament that you guys do believe in, and start following some of these laws. They will actually enlighten you. They'll change your life. They will put you on a way better guided path. It'll take away all of the bad things that you're doing in your life, the toxic things that you're doing in your life. It'll get rid of them by replacing them with things like this. Eat kosher, right? It's that simple. Eat kosher. See how your life changes. Stop eating pork. See how your life changes. Stop sleeping around. See how your life changes. Like, dress more modestly. See how your life changes. You'll understand that people are going to treat you different. Your experiences are going to be different. Your environments are going to change. Things are going to change. You're not just going to be stuck in the same process all the time. But awesome, awesome, awesome video. I really like the animations. It's awesome to see that the Jewish religion keeps their faith and their laws intact and really, really keeps it going. And yeah, just like halal food, slaughtered very, very, very similarly. A prayer is prayed on it, and it is awesome to see. If you guys like the video, leave a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe so you never miss another one. Peace and blessings, and bye-bye.